Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I just want to say thank you. Thank you to everybody who comments, still comments every time, likes the video, watches it, and lets me know. I really appreciate it. A couple things we're going to touch on. A, my lens was not dirty, and I had to go back to the factory one, which is a lot narrower of a view. Which I'm kind of bummed, because the Max Lens mod from GoPro, I got it for Christmas, and so it really didn't last all that long. And like, I have to stand, I'm like 6-7 feet away from the camera now to not be like all up in your face. Anyway, so that's, I did notice it was so bad in the last video. The thing scratched to crap. All the times it's fallen over is just taking a toll on it. So that's gone. Next thing is Hot Rod Drag Week 2022, supposed to start in Memphis at Memphis International Raceway. Apparently the track got sold and will be closed by May 28th or something like that. I don't know what Drag Week's going to do, or Hot Rod. I don't know what Hot Rod's going to do to remedy this. I'm sure all tracks around that area's schedule is full, and I don't even want to know the amount of work that goes into planning routes and checkpoints and doing all those directions and all the work that goes into that. So got the eyes on that. I'm sure it's going to mess up a lot of people. Everybody's got hotels booked, everybody's registered, everybody's got their flights booked. I'm like, it's going to be mayhem, and I feel bad for all the people that track is going to screw now. Yeah, we're waiting on seeing on that. I don't know if I'm going to have to get my friend to redo all the hotels again. That'd be like the 4th time for 2 events. But I'm, holding our breath to see what happens. I think they're still trying to like it's sold, but they still have to get like the zoning change from entertainment to commercial or something, and the town could still stop that, but that doesn't mean the track stays open. I don't know. I got my derail oil cooler in. Remember I was telling you guys in the last video, it's the same exact cooler as my transmission. It's just literally these fittings are different. The cool thing is, it's got -10 ORB, and like the coolant, the transmission one comes with -6s. The oil one wasn't in stock, so all I did was just get -10 fittings for it. And we're trying to figure out how to mount that up. I'm gonna mount it. I want it right here in the front end. And I was going to mount it. I'll show you. Something like this. Fits perfect. One bracket here, and I could probably drill the lower tube and weld a couple of nuts in them. And but everybody harped on me for making it a pusher instead of a puller. Now, everybody wants me to flip it around like this, so the fan's pulling. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's such more of a nightmare trying to mount it like this. So I gotta keep it up below this bottom bar. Alright, but I can't stand it up too high because this will hit the headlight and the bumper. So I got to stick the bumper on and see what we're playing with here.
I got this, I'm in it. I'm hella filthy, so I got this, I'm winning. I'm not a quitter, so I'm not fucking quitting. Just try to stop me and you'll drop dead missing. I'm on my way to the top now, listen. I ain't never gonna stop, too driven.
Well, the oil system is pretty much done. I've got to tie up the hoses. I'm waiting on some hose line separators to come in. and I'm waiting on some heat sheathing to come in because we're pretty close to the wastegates. With the heat sheathing on there, I'm not at all worried. So I do that, and I gotta assemble the clear view and tighten everything up, and that's pretty much it. Well, I got some new hardware for this. I gotta go to the store, but obviously it's just, wire it too, but yeah, it's plumbed, we'll say. Everything's mounted and everything's plumbed. It may look like it, but there's like a ½ inch in there. I boxed one side. I didn't box the other. I don't think, it's needed on both sides because I did this side. You see it's boxed, right? I don't think that's gonna go anywhere. So I got all the hoses in. I have to, ow. You see, I gotta get some heat sheathing from here to here. All right, I'm gonna tie that up nice and tight. I'm gonna go to the bottom of the K-frame, which is gonna be nice. I just drill a hole right through the K-frame because it's got a pretty good ledge. All right, do that. And down and in here, everything's so dirty. But yeah. So, blanket's not gonna fit on this, not with this here, not with this here, not with this here. So I'm gonna have to build a catch pan this year, which I'm kind of more wanting to do anyway. And I think I'm gonna do something like, so it's gotta have 2-inch lips, and it's gotta fully encase the oil pan here. So I'm probably gonna go like right on the inside of these steering rack mounts, and I'll have the 2-inch lips. And what I'll do is I'll probably, sorry, I'm not used to not having the wide lens. When it comes out here, I'll probably like this with the pan, and then come back to the bolts, go right under the flywheel, around this side, same thing, loop it, loop it, loop it. And the front, I'll just come right up around the, right around the balancer, in case like the front seal blows out. I don't think it ever will, but God forbid something happens with my catch can, I blow the front seal out, I'll come up like here. Well, I'm not going to come up to here, but it'll probably be, it's got to have 2-inch lips. So I'll probably come up to like just below the balancer in here so it could catch everything. And I want it nice and wide in case the head gasket goes. Hopefully it falls onto the pan, not all the way out to the wheel. But yeah, and I'll just have it flat up against this pretty much. Cool. I just made this. Just something simple, a little wastegate dump. So it looks finished instead of just the open wastegate. I gotta build one more for that side. Like I said, I don't know what else we're gonna do. I still gotta rip the whole interior out of this thing, which sucks. But I did get, a lot of people said my Port 15 was a bad idea and it got to be top coated. Well, top coat. No, we got to do the whole cage in this, which I think if you do it over this, it's like double the protection, but it's the cage. I'm not too overly concerned about it. So I think I'm just going to do it all in this, and I'll save this one for the convertible. Let me know. I'm not a Port 15 expert, but apparently some of you guys know a whole lot more about it than me. So let me know if I'm on track. Let's make the other downpipe. And so I made the wastegate dumps, and I screwed up. I don't hide nothing from you guys, so it really, I don't care that I messed up, but I messed up. I have a box of tubing left over from doing the headers, and it happens to be the same size as my wastegate dumps. So I'm like, sweet. I don't care much about dumps. I showed you guys just a little bit. So here was the one I showed you originally. This is the driver's side. Nothing crazy, not a little slash cut on the end. Just to dump it so it looks finished. Well, there's the other one. Doesn't look like much, right? You see that difference in height? Well, it's hard to notice, but this is a tight radius. Well, I mean, you can notice it now I'm pointing out. Tight radius, or, you know, whatever it's two different radiuses. Whoops. I'll make the best of it. I'm not gonna buy one piece of tube just so I can completely match this. So what I did was, if you can see, it's turned a little bit. I just clocked the wastegate and I just turned the end. It's not gonna be symmetrical, whatever. You know, you learn. And since I'm using scraps, I'm not trying to buy more, spend too much money. It is what it is. At the end of the day, it's dumps. You know, I'll deal with it, and that's all that matters. But I wish I could weld flanges every day. It's not bad for not really being a welder. I'm pretty happy with the way. You know, this happens every time I build a turbo kit. I start to get really, really good at it. Start to get better, not the best. And then I don't do it for 6 months. Little stainless button head screws just to fill up the mounting holes in the regulator. I'm gonna put just a little dab of Loctite on them since they're not holding anything. I have shorter ones just so I can bottom it out. Hey. This gives it a little more finished look.
It's fine.
Does absolutely nothing, but make it look a little bit better.
Better.
What are you doing? Oh yeah, you trying to poke yourself? No. So I started doing the boost control hoses. Right, we got boost controller in. This one goes here. I had that unscrewed. That one goes there. This one has to go over the other wastegate. But I don't know if I really like this. And up and over. And it's gotta go in there. Lincoln, leave that alone. Hey, what did I say? No, I don't know if I really like that. Well, yeah, I don't know what to do about that hose. I really don't. Like, there's really, it's either down around here. I mean, I gotta come from that wastegate to this wastegate somehow. I'd rather not go up and over the motor, because then that's just one more thing to take off if I gotta pull the motor out. Like here, I could just disconnect the fittings and leave it, but I just don't know. We'll end this one here. We're moving along. We're getting there. My fan shroud was supposed to be in today. I was gonna add that to this video, mounting that to the radiator, but that's not the case. FedEx once again has sucked at their job, and that's not coming today. I'll start the next video doing the fan shroud, doing the wiring that I did with it. I gotta order a connector. Get this mounted to the radiator. I don't want to do what I did last time and weld brackets on the end tanks. I think I'm going to utilize this upper part. But yeah, we'll go from there. So get in the garage, grab a cold drink, subscribe, comment, like, and get to work on your hot rod, guys, because spring is here and racing's begun. Have a good one. One last quick little thing. Sorry I was like all zoomed in. I forgot, since I took the max lens mod off, I forgot to shut the setting off in the actual GoPro. Much better now.